We started the summer stint this year. We had a week off and we went out to Portugal. And we were in Portugal for a week and I said to Ruth one day, what did I say to you?
You said, should we go and look at cliffs? And I went, what do I go look at cliffs for?
No, but I didn't mean Cliff's, I meant Cliff's house. Yes. I meant Cliff's place.
Cliff's place.
Cliff's, because I sort of knew where he lived. And anyway, we tootled out there and it turned out he was very welcoming. They knocked the door and he said, hi, Cliff. And he let us in.
We did have an invite, can I say? We didn't just turn up like stalkers, did we? No.
Well, I told you we had an invite. Anyway, here's what happened.
OK, so the summer holidays seem a long time ago, but when we joined Sir Cliff at his Quinta on the Algarve...
Did you know that Quinta means farmhouse in Portuguese?
Yes, thank you, Eamonn. I saw Dermot's Garden VT2. Anyway, over to you, Sir Cliff.
This is my favourite corner of the whole property. Spend most of my time here learning songs, sunbathing way over there.
Sadly, no sunbathing for us, because we've got lots to pack in into our two-part special, including asking about Cliff's antics on his Soulicious tour.
Do you not have drugs or lap dancers?
Not till after the show.
And from things soulicious
Cheers.
to things delicious.
Congratulations.
We sample Cliff's homebrew with a difference.
And the man himself gets to duet with me.
Well, sort of.
Come on, pretty baby, let's... You're playing in the wrong chord, Cliff.
So, Sir Cliff was playing in the wrong key, was he?
Everyone's a critic. Cue titles.
Ours will be a swinging affair.
Thank you so much for allowing us into your home and intruding on your holiday.
Not at all.
How much time do you spend here? Is this a home for you or just a holiday house?
I'm one of these lucky people where if I'm away from England, I can still feel at home. Because if I go to Barbados, I think, oh, it's great to be back home. And the same feeling here. And also, although I am on holiday, I use this time to spend learning all my songs and things. For the forthcoming tour, for instance, I've got to learn them somewhere. So I sit here, sometimes in the sun, sometimes in the shade, headset on.
People don't think of that. They don't think that somebody of your standard has to learn that. Do you even forget the words of the old ones?
Oh, yeah, but that's, you'll always know when you're at a concert and I go, all together now. That's the one. That's the old showbiz trick.
Can't stop my heart from racing. I need you here by my side. I feel the walls closing.
Talking of walls closing in, it's time for a wander in Cliff's gardens.
And the track you could hear in the background is a duet with Frida Payne from his new album, Soulicious.
Which is also the title of his forthcoming tour.
I suppose the risk for you is when you go on tour with Soulicious, for instance, is to do something different because so many will just want to hear what they know you for. How difficult is it to just get something different in there?
It'll be important to sing 5 or 6 songs from the album. I mean, I can't wait to introduce these wonderful people like Frida Payne and Percy Sledge. Lamont Dozier. Lamont was the one that produced most of the tracks. I've already thought of the plan. I'm going to try and say to people, this is what got me here. I'm here to do Soulicious, but this, and I'll sing Summer Holiday, The Young Ones, Bachelor Boy, with that stuff, and then have a guest come on. Who's not going to want to hear Frida Payne sing Band of Gold? Of course she's going to sing Band of Gold. And then I'll say, this got me here, and I'm going to do Devil Woman, Carrie, We Don't Talk Anymore, Dreaming a Little in Love, and this got me here, and I'm going to do hits that Hank and Bruce wrote for me. So I'm going to basically say that all these things got me to this point, and this is what I want to share with you as well. You know, and it'll be great fun.
Fun, but very busy. And I wondered whether Cliff still had time to smell the roses.
Lovely roses.
Oh, look at that, the Cliff Richard rose.
Oh, that's
It's
beautiful.
been in there for a few weeks now, but it's beautiful.
Now, wasn't that planted by our very own Dermot Gavin?
It was,
That's
indeed.
lasted well, hasn't it?
And I was lucky, really, because he was cutting through roots, and I thought he'd killed my jacaranda, but it's still there.
He hasn't. You're all right, Dermot.
Congratulations.
Oh, it's that time.
Yes, to say our congratulations to Sir Cliff on his 71st birthday. And after some birthday cake named after his wine label...
Oh, look at that, Vita Nova Vintage 1940. A good year. Fantastic.
Happy birthday.
The subject of Cliff's showbiz vintage prompted our first viewer question.
Gaynor Wilcox, she said she's been a fan for 50 years, and she said, she talks about retirement, which so many people ask you. She's saying, will you ever retire? I hope not.
No, I've never had that, the calling it a day moment, really, because there's never been a need to call it a day. That's the most surprising part of it, because when we started, as you know, rock and roll was in its infancy. And we were being written off. That genre of musical entity were being written off as here today and gone tomorrow. And I remember now we're going around singing, rock and roll is here to stay. We didn't know that it was here to stay. And it wasn't until like 10 years into my career that I thought, oh, we're still here. Yeah. And it really wasn't until about 15, 20 years in that I thought to myself, well, longevity is possible. But who'd have said? When I started, I was only 17 and about 4 months when I made my first record.
So young, isn't it?
Yeah, really young.
And can you remember the first time you ever picked up a guitar?
My father could see that I was interested. Elvis came along and I used to sing along with them all. He didn't like buying what they used to call on the Never Never. You know, he liked to save up and then buy it. But the guitar was 24 quid and it was going to take a long time to save up for that. So he decided to go on the Never Never. And then on that, I learned how to play things like, if I had the wings of an angel. And the irony is that the very first tour I went to, it was a 2-week tour, and it finished in Bristol, and we were told to leave our guitars by the back door to be picked up by the bus. Somebody stole my guitar.
No.
And it hadn't even been paid for.
No.
Look, don't touch, 'cause she's my baby.
I'm not a great guitarist, though. I can play well enough to do some of my oldie songs. I'm not good enough, really, to play lead guitar or anything like that.
And are you the sort of guy, I mean, you know, if you say to us, Eamonn Ruth, stay on and have a glass of wine or two
You're inviting yourself.
tonight, and, you know, the sun begins to go down, would you get the guitar out, or would you have a sing-along? Would you?
Well, actually, the first question is, would I ask you to stay? And the answer is no.
Do you sing every day? Is that something you need? Do you like to sing every day, or do you need to sing every day?
I do. Move It is very good.
Maybe you'd like to do a duet.
Come on, pretty baby, let's move it and a groove it.
Listen, and you went on a bit. No,
You
no,
play
no,
it and
no,
I'll
no.
sing it, right?
Oh, please, okay.
Here we go, here we go.
All right, here we go. You sing it and I'll smash you in the face.
Come on, pretty baby, let's move. You're playing in the wrong chord, Cliff.
Now, Eamonn, come on, I'll do it together. Come on, pretty baby, let's
move it and a groove it. Shake it, honey, shake it, baby, please don't lose it.
this rhythm that gets into your heart and soul.
Let me tell you, baby, it's called rock and roll.
What a load of rubbish.
You weren't bad. You could do this professionally.
I can improve with age.
Right, while you get a stiff drink to recover from Eamonn's singing, it's time for a cliffhanger. Coming up in part 2, we've got more of your questions.
Why Sir Cliff took this dolphin shot on purpose.
And we get sloshed together, all in the name of quality daytime TV.
Hope all the questions made sense. Cheers. So